Help. People are falling off of my event and then there's no one there when I do the pitch, so nobody's buying. What do I do? This is what we have helped all of our clients with, and we're going to show you how to build maximum engagement. We're going to show you the top 5 mistakes that people make and what to do instead. So the first one, I want you guys to think about this. Have you ever been to an event and it feels like you're sitting in an algebra class? If you're over teaching, if you're going and you're taking people from a level 1 or 2 where they're at and trying to take them to a level 10, you're doing it because you feel like, oh my goodness, I'm going to give so much value that they will have to buy from me. But what this does is this puts people to sleep. It's too much information, and when our brain gets overloaded, we tend to fall off. Then we're like, oh, I need a break. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to jump off video, and before you know it, they're gone. So what do you do instead? Instead of taking them from level 1 or 2 to a level 10, just aim to take them to a level 3 or level 4. Get them a little bit moving along. You've got the whole 3 days. You don't have to do it all in one swoop. So number 2, the second thing that you want to do is you want to use a lot of emotion. You want to tell stories, touch, taste, hearing, sound, smell. You want to involve them in what you are doing. If I say, hey, this restaurant had great food, or I say, oh my goodness, we walked in and it smelled like cooking bacon. We sat down and we ordered our food, and when it showed up, it was this amazing juicy cheeseburger with this big brown bun. We could smell the bacon and the pepper. It was so good. We took a bite and you felt the cheese string out. See, now you're thinking about a cheeseburger. That builds engagement. You want to use language like that. You want to look at the greatest presentations of all time, and you want to start to build those things in. The other thing is, Zoom, when you're on camera, steals 2 levels of energy. So if you're showing up at a level 5, you're really showing up at a level 3, which means they're going to jet. They're not going to be there to pay attention to you. Instead, you want to build expectation. You want them not to know what's coming next and to be on the edge of their seat. Okay, number 3. This is a good one. If you want to get people engaged in what you're doing, get them on camera. How do you do that? We have built this in across every virtual event that we have done, and that is building in giveaways for people who are the most engaged in the chat and they are on camera. So they have to be on camera and they have to be engaged. When you ask questions, you want to ask a lot of questions, and somebody's answering a lot, call them out, give them attention. That is what the human soul wants more than anything else, to be seen and heard, and then give them something. So the easiest way to do this is give them away a book or a t-shirt. I like doing books because we can order them off of Amazon and send them directly to people's houses. You just need to have a little form that your VA who's in the chat can send the person that you call out. We would give away 10 to 15 books per day on event, but this builds anticipation. People don't ever want to turn off their camera because they want to win. You can also do an Amazon gift card. That one's really easy. Number 4, how do you get people to come back from day 1 to day 2? How do you get them there? And this is one of the big ones because you want people to be there on day 2 when you make the pitch. So how do you do it? Using what I'm about to show you, we have had people go to over 95%. That means they lose less than 5% of their audience from day 1 to day 2. And this is all about building in open loops. So you have to do this strategically, and you have to actually think about it when you're building out your presentations and your agenda. Pick which open loops you're going to build in. How do you do this? What are the biggest pain points that people have that are coming to your event? Talk about the pain point, but don't give them the solve. Say, you know what? We're going to show you John's case study tomorrow. Hey, you're looking to learn how to do this, right? You're trying to solve this pain point so you can get this outcome. Does that make sense to you? We're going to show you exactly how to do this at 1 p.m. tomorrow. We're building those open loops in. So if you want to see, I'll give you Nate, one of our clients. The biggest questions that people had, Nate was in real estate, and it was, how do we make the offer? So day 1, we went through, how do you analyze a property? And then we would say, hey, one of the biggest problems that people have is, how do I actually make the offer? How do I talk to the seller? Who in here would like to role play that? Tomorrow at 1 p.m., we're going to be role playing that. Another way that we build the same open loop. How many of you would like to see case studies of people that were really bad and got really good at this and got their first deal? How many of you think you would learn something from that? We're going to be going through that tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. You're going to make sure to be here for that. We're building in those open loops. Number 5, the biggest way that you can build is to use story. So you always want to lead with a story that is highly emotional, uses the 5 senses, draws people in through pain, shows how you solved it, and got the 2 outcomes. The 2 outcomes are always the outcome that they say they want: time, energy, money, and then what did that mean to them in their life. By building that story, you're going to get people to lean in. Next up, you want to use third-party proof to show that it's not just you saying it. Show third-party proof, then do the framework that gets them there. If you frame things this way, it gets people to naturally be on the edge of their seat, lean into what you are saying, know that it's truthful and will help them, and then you give them the framework. And remember, you don't take them from a level 1 to a level 10, take them from a level 1 to a level 3. Those are the 5 secrets to building engagement. We've built these in across tens of, I would say at this point, more than 100 events for clients, and we've seen engagement skyrocket. We've seen it go from, we have 40% drop off from day 1 to day 2 to over 90%. So if you would like to see how we can do this in your event, you can click down below. I'm happy to jump on a call with you and do an audit of your live event agenda and help you build these things in, and we'll see you in the next video.